Hey savvy people, welcome to Peppermint OS. It's been a while since we've seen some development in the Peppermint OS space, and they've made quite a few changes. Before we take a look at the environment, let's check out some of the new features here in the release notes. Some new features include a welcome to Peppermint application, also a new Peppermint Hub, which lets you get around settings and other controls. H-Block, a terminal-based ad blocker that you can turn on and off at any time, it says. And just a few additional changes here. Calamares now replaces Ubiquity for system installation. A new set of icons for the XFCE themes. LXDE components are removed now for XFCE ones. Nemo is replacing Thunarther File Manager. And probably the biggest news is Peppermint is now based on Debian 64-bit, where in previous releases it was based on Ubuntu. So let's go and check some things out in a newly installed system. Here is Welcome to Peppermint. This is what they were touting before in the release notes. And you can install a web browser since it doesn't come with one, or do a few other things. Basically, it's an onboarding process that lets you get into Peppermint OS really quick. One thing I love about Peppermint OS is it's snappy as all can be with its minimal XFCE desktop environment. You're not really lacking anything, but everything is super fast on a stable environment. Now that Peppermint is based on Debian instead of Ubuntu, that's quite a change for the release model. Looks like they're going for even more stability in Peppermint, which is great in my opinion. But here we could select whatever we want as far as software packages for browsers. It gives us a ton of options and we can install whatever selected. Again, you're gonna have to install one by yourself because it doesn't come with any. There's Peppermint extras if you want them, themes, icons, wallpapers, a little bit of customization if you want it. And then another new thing here is the Pep Hub. So let's open up the Pep Hub, and this gives you some access to various locations on the system, including some controls and administration utilities. So we can reach settings, user groups, appearance, panel, notification settings, default applications, and the dconfig editor. Going to network and hardware, you have network connections, printers, disk utilities, display, power management, pulse audio volume, mouse and touchpad settings, as well as keyboard settings. System and software, you can select packages, get system information, go through the update manager, use the GNOME store, FlatHub, repo, or Snap store, including the app image hub at the end. Plenty of places to get your applications and packages from. And this is a neat little onboarding system as well that allows you to go through and just visit areas of the system that are typically messed with at the beginning of setup after installation. I'll show you what Calamares currently looks like as an installer here for Peppermint OS. You can see me going through the install now. This has completely been changed over from using Ubiquity. And as mentioned, the current version of Peppermint now is based on the latest release of Debian 11, aka Bullseye. And we're sporting the XFCE desktop, which we'll take a look around in a moment. If you need help learning about Linux, make sure to check out learn.savvynick.com and download a 25-page checklist. We'll continue on by looking at the desktop here. If we hit menu, we get access to all of our subcategories of applications and packages. And I'll just go through the all applications. Quite a few things here as I scroll through. Let's check out the subsections and see what's there. In favorites, you can add or remove favorites. Of course, they put Welcome to Peppermint and Peppermint Hub, which we've already checked out. Recently used, anything that you've used recently will be in here. Accessories gives you an application finder, archive manager, clipboard, disks, files, menu editor, screenshot, task manager, and text editor. Development gives you icon browser. Internet comes with ICE, multimedia, pulse audio volume control. Settings, of course, various different things you can set up or change on the system. We won't go through those. And then system utilities that can help you interact with the system, such as gparted, a disk management tool, print settings, synaptic package manager, task manager, the time and date, user groups, and the XFCE terminal. Moving on the left corner of the menu, you have the current users logged in, Savvy Nick. You can reduce and make the menu bigger as necessary, however you like, by using this corner little icon. Here we can get to the settings manager and change up the appearance. We can lock the current screen or go log out of the current user. Down at the bottom, here at the bottom, you can search for whatever you want. Let's say I want to get to the display settings. I type in display and get various results that have to do with display. Great, all working well. You can see how quickly things are running here. It's absolutely phenomenal. Peppermint is a great place to start if you have an older computer and you want something very stable with a pretty great desktop that's easy to use. On the right hand side, we have various different virtual desktops that are currently loaded on our system. You can see Welcome to Peppermint is on this one, not on this one. You can also move things around if you want. Cross virtual desktops, some people don't know about that. Anyways, continuing on, we have our wireless or wired connection here, and then we have the current power settings, or just how much power you have left if you have a laptop. If you have updates, you'll get this update from Peppermint terminal where you can make the updates. Continuing on, you have do not disturb, clearing logs, and your notification settings. To the right of that, we have volume control for both your microphone as well as the output sound. And finally, at the lowest right-hand position, you have a calendar and the current time and date. By right-clicking on the desktop, you can change desktop settings around, go between menus, icons, what have you. And we have create launcher, create URL link, create a folder, create documents, open terminal here, open a new window, arrange desktop icons, desktop settings, and go and quick start some applications in the background. That's really it for the desktop, and we've talked about most of the new things added here to Peppermint. It's been nearly 2 years for a release from the Peppermint OS team. Glad to see they're back. Let's check out the system resource usage. Here are the CPUs going between 0 and 0.7%. The memory is currently at 762 megabytes out of 8 gigabytes. That's pretty low, especially since I've been running this for about 14 minutes already. Tasks, 79 tasks, 138 threads, and no swap is being used. The memory is not too bad for a full-fledged desktop environment. 760 megabytes comparing to GNOME, which runs around 800 for the latest. Again, not bad at all. Checking out NeoFetch for system information, we have Peppermint OS, the x86 64-bit version, running kernel 5.10, been up for about 14 minutes. It has 1,529 source packages, bash shell 5.1. The desktop environment is XFCE 4.16. Window manager is the XF Window Manager 4. The theme I changed over to Arc Darker. The current icon set is Papyrus with Iwata. The default terminal is XFCE terminal. And this is all being emulated on an AMD Ryzen 7 3700X. System memory usage is still low at 765 megabytes. And that's about it. Let me know in the comment section if you're excited to check out Peppermint OS. Hopefully it doesn't take another 2 years in order to get more updates from the team. I hope they're ready to get back into the swing of things. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please make sure to post them in the comment section below. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos and make sure to like the video. Catch me in a great community on Discord, and I'll catch you in another video. Thanks for watching.